Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into today's podcast. Today I have with me my lovely neighbor Amber Rios, who I will be interviewing. Throughout this podcast, I will be asking Amber a few questions about her career for anyone who is interested in pursuing this career path can get a deeper understanding of what this position entails. So Amber, can you tell us a little bit about your career path and what led you to the role you're in today?
Sure. So thank you, first of all, for having me. So my role is as the behavioral health specialist at the UHS Robert B. Greene campus downtown at their teen health clinic. So I've been with UT Teen Health for the past 10 years. And when the teen clinic opened in June of 2017, they saw a need for mental health services. So in February, when they collaborated with the city of San Antonio, February 2018, to provide services specifically for teens 13 to 19. So I have a master's in counseling and I am a licensed professional counselor.
What is the biggest challenge you've encountered in your role?
So I feel like the challenging part, now that I'm the only counselor there, I have really had to make sure that I stay on time. And, it's kind of hard when patients need more time. For me, I think the biggest challenge is time management and how to end a session that doesn't leave the patient like hanging. We've just talked about a distraughtful event, and now I'm like, well, time's up, gotta go. So I've had to be really mindful of that. I feel like that's time management can be a bit challenging when you only have a patient for 45 minutes, and some of these are pretty heavy cases.
Are there times that you see a patient twice a day, like say they have a morning session and then they come back later in the afternoon, or is it just you can only see them once a day?
Yeah, that has not happened.
Do you wish you would have known before starting this career?
So for those who are not familiar of what the process to become an LPC, right, a licensed professional counselor is, you have to go to grad school, and after you graduate, you take your National Counselor's Exam, your NCE, and you have to get 3,000 hours before you're fully licensed. They give you 5 years to do that. And so finding a position that's going to allow you to rake up those hours can be a little bit challenging. And I wish I would have known that from the beginning, and maybe it was something that I missed, but I for a long time thought like, okay, I got my master's and that's it. Now I can do counseling.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, hold up.
You have to do the hours.
You have to do your hours, and then you have to get a supervisor, and you have to pay that supervisor for that time until you complete all of your hours. So that can be pretty expensive unless your place of employment provides a supervisor for you. I feel like I wish I would have known more of what the process would have been ahead of time. And
I think I can relate to that too, because when I did my practicum hours for undergrad, it took me a long time to try to find someone that was willing to take me in so I can shadow, because a lot of people were like, no, we only do nursing students, we don't do admin position shadowing. I was actually the first intern to shadow for them, and then with that I was able to develop their program going forward for them to have other incoming college students to shadow. So I was kind of like their guinea pig, but it took me a while because I had to go ask around.
Definitely. And I think if you're able to, like I said, I was getting ready to leave to find another job. So it's just making sure that you build those relationships from the beginning. Even as an intern doing your practicum in undergrad, it's getting names, it's it's meeting people and making good impressions on them, because you can be great on paper, but a lot of times it's about who you know.
All right, everyone, this is going to be a wrap for this interview. If there's anyone that's out there listening that would like to contact Amber, I'm going to go ahead and input her contact information on here. Amber, is there any last comment there?
If you have any teens that are 13 to 19, or even need clinic services at our teen clinic, they see patients 10 to 24-year-olds. So we provide different types of services. And then if you need mental health services, I have provided Bianca with my information, and please feel free to reach out. And thank you so much for your time.
For coming out here and talking to us and giving us this information. I hope this podcast was very helpful to everyone, and thank y'all for tuning in.